Welcome to my channel. Today we are exploring a fascinating coin-like piece that many collectors and crypto enthusiasts recognize immediately because of the famous Bitcoin symbol engraved on its surface. At first glance, this piece looks like a traditional coin made of brass or gold-colored metal, but in reality, it represents a revolutionary digital currency known as Bitcoin and the technology behind it. Even though Bitcoin itself exists only in digital form on a decentralized network, physical tokens like the one you see here were created by collectors, enthusiasts, and promotional manufacturers to represent the idea of cryptocurrency in a tangible way that people can hold in their hands. The front side of this coin displays the large and recognizable letter B with two vertical lines running through it. This symbol has become the global icon of Bitcoin and digital finance. Surrounding the symbol, you can see very detailed circular patterns that resemble electronic circuits. These lines represent the complex computer network and cryptographic system that powers the Bitcoin blockchain. Around the outer rim of the coin, there are words referring to digital decentralized peer-to-peer technology. These phrases are often used to describe how Bitcoin works. Unlike traditional currencies that are issued and controlled by governments or central banks, Bitcoin operates on a decentralized network of computers around the world. These computers verify transactions using cryptography and store the information in a public ledger called the blockchain. The design of the coin reflects the technological nature of cryptocurrency. The circuit-like patterns symbolize computer processors, data connections, and encrypted communication channels. This visual style is often used on physical Bitcoin tokens to emphasize the link between money and modern technology. The digital revolution transformed how people think about currency, payments, and value storage, and this coin attempts to represent that transformation through art and metal engraving. On the reverse side of the coin, the design becomes even more detailed. Instead of traditional images like national emblems or historical figures, the reverse shows a pattern that resembles a computer motherboard or microchip system. Lines extend across the surface like electronic pathways, connecting different squares and shapes that represent processors or data blocks. In the center, you can see a square area that contains text reading AVCS Approved MJ B 2013. This marking suggests that the piece was produced as a novelty or commemorative token around the early years of Bitcoin's growing popularity. The year 2013 is particularly significant in Bitcoin history because it was one of the years when global attention toward cryptocurrency dramatically increased. During the early 2010s, Bitcoin was transitioning from a small experimental digital currency used mainly by technology enthusiasts into a widely discussed financial innovation. In 2013, the price of Bitcoin experienced one of its first major surges, attracting media attention, investors, and curious observers around the world. Many companies began producing physical Bitcoin tokens, souvenirs, and collector pieces like this one. These coins were never intended to function as actual cryptocurrency wallets or official money. Instead, they served as symbolic objects representing the digital currency revolution. Physical Bitcoin tokens are interesting because they combine traditional coin collecting with modern digital finance culture. For centuries, people have collected coins made of gold, silver, copper, and other metals issued by governments. But Bitcoin changed the concept of money by existing purely in digital form, without a physical body. To bridge this gap, manufacturers created decorative coins with the Bitcoin logo so collectors and enthusiasts could have a physical representation of the digital asset. The metal used in these tokens is usually brass, bronze, or plated alloys that give the coin a gold-like appearance. They're often larger than standard circulation coins, sometimes around 38 to 40 millimeters in diameter, making them visually impressive and easy to display. The weight varies depending on the manufacturer, but many tokens weigh between 20 and 30 grams. Because they are not official currency, there is no standard specification. Each manufacturer designs their own version with unique patterns and engravings. Collectors enjoy these tokens for several reasons. First, they represent a major moment in financial history when cryptocurrency began to challenge traditional ideas about money. Second, the artistic designs often feature highly detailed engravings that look similar to advanced technology diagrams. Third, some early physical Bitcoin coins became rare collectibles, especially those that were produced in limited numbers during the early years of cryptocurrency adoption. However, It is important to understand that most physical Bitcoin tokens, like the ones shown here, do not actually contain digital Bitcoin value. They are purely decorative or commemorative pieces. Some early specialty coins created by certain companies included a private key hidden under a holographic seal that allowed the coin to hold real Bitcoin. But those types are rare and were produced by specific manufacturers. The majority of tokens found today are simply symbolic items celebrating the idea of Bitcoin. The visual design elements on this coin strongly emphasize the technological foundation of cryptocurrency. The network of lines resembles the circuits found inside computers and smartphones. This imagery represents the decentralized network of thousands of machines that validate Bitcoin transactions. Every time someone sends Bitcoin to another person, computers around the world verify the transaction through complex mathematical calculations. Once verified, the transaction is added to the blockchain, which is a continuously growing chain of digital records stored across the network. One of the reasons Bitcoin became so revolutionary is because it allows people to transfer value directly to each other without the need for banks or financial intermediaries. Traditional banking systems rely on centralized authorities to approve and record transactions. Bitcoin, on the other hand, uses cryptographic proof and distributed consensus. This means that no single organization controls the currency. Instead, the network itself ensures security and transparency. The year 2013 marked an important stage in the public awareness of cryptocurrency. During that time, Bitcoin gained attention in financial news, technology conferences, and online communities. Many people were fascinated by the idea that a decentralized digital currency could exist independently of governments. As a result, merchandise related to Bitcoin became popular. Physical coins like this one were produced as souvenirs, gifts, promotional items, and collectibles for enthusiasts. From a numismatic perspective, these tokens fall into a category called exonumia. Exonumia refers to objects that resemble coins but are not official government-issued currency. Examples include tokens, medals, commemorative pieces, and promotional coins. Although they are not legal tender, exonumia items can still become valuable collectibles depending on rarity, design quality, historical significance, and demand among collectors. In the case of Bitcoin tokens, value usually depends on factors such as the quality of the metal, the detail of the engraving, the year indicated on the coin, and the popularity of the design among collectors. Some early tokens created during the first wave of cryptocurrency excitement are sought after by collectors who appreciate the cultural history of digital finance. The gold color of this coin gives it an appearance similar to precious metal coins. While most are not made of real gold, the plating and polished finish create a striking visual effect. The reflective surfaces highlight the intricate circuitry patterns engraved across the design. When light hits the coin at different angles, the lines and shapes create a complex metallic texture that emphasizes a technological theme. Another interesting aspect of physical Bitcoin coins is how they symbolize the merging of old and new financial systems. Coins have existed for thousands of years as a method of storing and exchanging value. They were used in ancient civilizations made from metals like bronze, silver, and gold. Bitcoin, however, exists entirely in digital code. By placing the Bitcoin symbol onto a metal coin, manufacturers symbolically connect ancient monetary traditions with futuristic digital technology. The popularity of cryptocurrency memorabilia also reflects the cultural impact Bitcoin has had on society. Beyond finance, Bitcoin sparked discussions about privacy, decentralization, economic freedom, and the future of digital payments. Supporters see it as a revolutionary innovation that empowers individuals to control their own money without relying on traditional banking institutions. For collectors who run coin channels or numismatic collections, tokens like this provide a unique storytelling opportunity. They allow collectors to discuss the evolution of money from metal coins to paper currency and now to decentralized digital assets. Even though the token itself might not carry significant monetary value, the story behind it represents a major technological shift in global finance. When examining the coin closely, the engraved lines and shapes are designed to resemble data pathways. Each line connects to another, symbolizing how information flows across the Bitcoin network. The small geometric shapes resemble microchips or processing nodes, representing the computers that participate in maintaining the blockchain. The center chip-like design with the 2013 marking highlights the early era when cryptocurrency began entering mainstream conversation. The craftsmanship of these tokens varies depending on the manufacturer. Some are produced using high-quality minting processes that create sharp details and polished surfaces. Others may be mass-produced souvenirs with simpler finishes. Regardless of production quality, the symbolic meaning remains the same, representing the digital currency revolution in a physical form. Another reason collectors enjoy these pieces is because they are visually impressive in displays. The golden color and futuristic design stand out among traditional coins featuring historical portraits or national symbols. When placed next to classic coins, a Bitcoin token immediately draws attention due to its modern style and technological theme. Over time, cryptocurrency-related collectibles may continue to grow in popularity as digital finance becomes more integrated into everyday life. Just as early computer memorabilia became valuable to technology collectors, early cryptocurrency tokens could become historical artifacts representing the birth of decentralized digital currency. Although the coin itself is not official money, it still carries cultural and symbolic value. It represents innovation, technological change, and the global discussion about the future of finance. Holding a physical token like this reminds people that behind the digital code and computer networks, there is a human story of creativity, experimentation, and the desire to build new systems of economic exchange. For viewers and collectors, examining such a coin provides insight into how quickly technology can reshape traditional concepts. Only a few decades ago, the idea of a global digital currency existing without a central authority seemed impossible. Yet, Bitcoin introduced exactly that concept, inspiring thousands of other cryptocurrencies and blockchain projects. Today, cryptocurrency has become a major topic in finance, technology, and economics. Governments, banks, and technology companies are exploring blockchain systems and digital assets. What began as a small experiment in cryptography and peer-to-peer networking evolved into an entire industry worth billions of dollars. This physical Bitcoin token serves as a reminder of that journey. Even though it is just a piece of engraved metal, it represents one of the most significant financial innovations of the modern digital age. For collectors, enthusiasts, and viewers interested in the history of money, coins like this provide a fascinating connection between traditional numismatics and the emerging world of cryptocurrency. The golden appearance of the coin adds to its visual appeal. Even though it is usually made from brass or plated metal rather than solid gold, the color and polished finish give a premium look. When light reflects across the engraved circuits, the coin displays an impressive metallic texture that highlights the intricate design work. Another interesting aspect is how this token symbolically connects the past and future of money. For thousands of years, civilizations used metal coins as a reliable method of trade and value storage. Bitcoin introduced a completely new concept where currency exists only as digital code stored across a global computer network. By engraving the Bitcoin symbol onto a physical coin, designers created a bridge between ancient monetary traditions and modern digital technology. As cryptocurrency continues to influence global finance, collectibles like this may become historical reminders of the early days when digital currency first captured public imagination. Future collectors might view these tokens the same way people today view early computer memorabilia or vintage technology artifacts. Thanks for watching this video.